Hello everybody, it's Cecil here. Ahem. Oh dear, I have a bit of a cough. Excuse me a moment. Oh, that's what it was. I had a frog in my throat. That's actually a joke. I didn't really have a frog in my throat. Please do not try and put a frog in your throat, as you will choke to death. The joke is funny, but choking to death isn't. Right everyone, it's Neil Walton here, and I'm a safety officer. Now, during the current pandemic, it is important to ensure you have a good supply of food in your cupboards. Now, I'm not saying you need to panic buy because that's silly, but just make sure that you've got enough to keep you going, because you don't want to end up eating your relatives. Believe me, once you've tasted human flesh, you're never quite the same. Right everybody, it's Neil Walton here, and I'm a safety officer. Now today, I want to talk to you about social distancing. Now, if you're in Tier 4 like I am, it's very important that you do not mix with people outside your own household or support bubble. And if you're going out, make sure you keep a 2-metre distance from other people. Now, there are alternatives to meeting up with people. You can send them a text message, you can have a video chat, you can have a phone call, you can interact with them on social media. And if you have no friends, there's lots of lovely ladies on the webcams. Oh, stop it, Neil, you naughty boy. Right, everybody, it's Neil Walton here, and I'm a safety officer. Now today, I want to talk to you about food preparation. Now, if you're cooking for a group of people, it's very important that you wash your hands beforehand and wash them thoroughly, as well as any utensils you have. Make sure they're sterilised, and then make sure that you do not add poison. No matter how much they irritate you, do not add poison. And then, once you've done that, you need to make sure that you bury the bodies. Bury the bodies. Bury the bodies. No. I'm not that person anymore. Here is a joke for you about a cat. Why did the cat go to the vet? I'll tell you why. It wasn't feeling well. No. I did that a bit wrong. I'm supposed to put emphasis on the feeling bit. It wasn't feline well, because feline sounds a bit like feeling. I should do this again, really. The new normal. The new normal. The new normal. The new normal. Greetings, Australia. My name is Cecil, and I am your new comedy hero. I have enjoyed many of your exports, including Kath and Kim, Prisoner Cell Block H, Midnight Oil, and Rolf Harris's Cartoon Time. No, I'm not supposed to mention Rolf Harris anymore. That was a mistake. Forget about Rolf Harris, but the other things are really good. I'm currently having trouble with my manservant, Philippe. You see, I'm molted at the moment and I'm getting fur all over the sofa. Yes, he does clean it up, but when he does, he mutters under his breath. I said to him, "Look here, I'm a bear. What did you expect? You knew what you're getting into when you started working for me." I should fire him, but he makes a lovely aubergine linguine. Oh, hello there. You're a nice remote control. Can I buy you a drink? Please tell me all about yourself. Cecil, what are you doing? It's not what it looks like. And you should be ashamed of yourself, you diseased home wrecker. Stop it, you two, stop it. Greetings, wayward souls. It is I, Sage Hezekiah. Now, some people have been saying that I'm a fraud, that I'm not really in communion with the higher godling. Well, to those doubting Thomases, I'm going to prove you wrong. For right now, I am going to turn this glass of water into blackcurrant squash. Damn. I'm going to turn this glass of blackcurrant squash into water. Now be prepared for a miracle. Higher godling, do your work. Now, as you can see, the glass of blackcurrant squash has turned into... You see, this glass of blackcurrant squash has turned into water. Praise be to you, higher godling. You have performed a miracle. You there. Yes, you. The one who's crying. Please, don't be sad. Yes, your husband may have left you for a younger woman. You may have been fired from your job. Your pet mouse may have caught herpes. But these things don't matter. All that matters is the high godling loves you and he is here for you. So please, open up your heart and say, "Higher godling, I know I have done wrong and I am sorry. Please come into my life and let me do your will." Bless you. Control yourselves, ladies, because I am here. That's right. Mike Safe, that well-known ladies' man, has made it onto TikTok. Sweet mercy mama. Now guys, if you're trying to impress a lady, I have one important piece of advice for you. Make sure you are wearing a medallion. Just remember Mike's motto. He who lacks a charm around his neck lacks charm, period. Hi, my name's Mike Safe, and I'm here to speak to you. Yes, you. Now, you are capable of doing amazing and wonderful things. All you need to do is just believe in yourself and just sprinkle yourself with that little bit of Mike magic. Sweet mercy mama. Hi everybody. If you want to follow me on Twitch, then my username is Lee McAndrew. You won't see me performing any comedy characters there, but you will see me playing video games very, very badly. So, if that's your idea of entertainment, give me a follow.
Hello there, old chap. It's Sir Gerald Hartley here, and I am proud to be British. Now, some of you foreign chaps may wonder where Britain is. Well, let me educate you. It is north of France, it is west of Scandinavia, it is east of Ireland and Wales, and it is south of Scotland. Hello, old chap, Sir Gerald Hartley here, and today I want to talk to you about something very important, how to spot a terrorist. Yes, they're over here, they're on our shores, and you need to know how to look out for them. So, what happens is you see this foreign fellow, he's acting a bit strange in a non-British way. You go up to him and you say, "Hello, old chap, do you want a cup of tea?" Now, if he says no, he's rumbled instantly, but he may be fooling you, so he may say yes. So this is where you catch him out. You say, "Okay, old chap, here's your cup of tea. Do you want milk?" Now, if he says yes, then he's safe. He's just a bit eccentric. But if he says no, call the police immediately. God bless the Queen. Yes, she's a cracking filly. I love her. And if any of you people out there think we shouldn't have a queen, I say to you, you're a communist. Go and live in Russia.
My name is Cecil. Here is a joke for you. Julie Andrews was sitting on some bumpy terrain when she heard some animals of the bovine variety vomiting. What did she sing? I will tell you what she sung. She sung, "The hills are alive with the sound of music." So what I did there, it was another play on words. So because they were bovine, they were cows, they were vomiting, they were sick. It was music. So it sounds a bit like music. The Sound of Music was a musical she was in, but I prefer Mary Poppins.
People say to me, they say, "Stan, you do know you're playing solitaire with a box on your head." And I say, "I know, I'm not bothered." Then they say, "Well, how can you see the pieces?" And I say, "I don't know, I'm not bothered."
Question 3. Which famous comedian was born in 1976, has dual British-Canadian citizenship, and is called Michael McIntyre? Start again.
God loved us so much that he sent his son Jesus to die for us. A nice thought, but personally, I'd prefer the gift voucher. Matthew 3, verse 4 is about John the Baptist. John's clothes were made of camel's hair, and he had a leather belt around his waist. His food was locusts and wild honey. Is it any wonder they cut his head off? We do not tolerate weirdos here. Revelations 4, verses 7 to 8. The first living creature was like a lion. The second was like an ox. The third had a face like a man. The fourth was like a flying eagle. Each of the 4 living creatures had 6 wings and was covered with eyes all around, even under its wings. This is why you do not do acid when writing a religious text.
I know you don't. I'm not bothered.
It's 3:30 in the morning. It's way past my bedtime. I'm such a rebel. Let's have an all-night party. Hooray! But don't be too loud because my mother's sleeping and she doesn't know I'm awake. Now, I want to know all about you. Tell me all about your best friend, who they are and why they're your best friend. Well, it's an easy one for me. My best friend is Pongo, and he's a really amazing guy. He can recite The Empire Strikes Back word for word, yes. He does all the voices really well as well, apart from C-3PO, who sounds a bit South African. Cop a load of this. What I did then was a play on words, because they're copper coins, you see. But I also said cop a load of this, as in take a look at this. So it was just me being a bit clever. I'm sorry if this is too highbrow for you. 2p or not 2p? That is the question. If you didn't get that, this is a 2p piece. And I was quoting William Shakespeare. To be or not to be. It was another play on words. I didn't mean 2p as in to urinate, because that's toilet humour, and I don't really do that kind of thing. It's very naughty. For those people who make nasty comments about me, here is a diss about your mother. This is what I paid your mother last night for a cup of tea, because her cups of tea are terrible. I'm having such trouble with the new neighbours, They're a family of bears, but they have no class. The father's the worst of them. The other day I saw him rummaging through my bins. I said to him, "Good sir, what are you playing at?" And he replied, "Well, I'm just scavenging for food, governor. You know, it's what us bears do." And I said, "Not round here it isn't. Go to the food bank." I wish you commoners would get my name right. Please note that I am a bear, Bear, but my surname is Bear, Beare. So Bear is what I am, and Beare is what I'm called. Please get it right in future. Oh, my back. My back is giving me tremendous trouble. Oh dear, it is really painful. Oh dear, what shall I do? Oh, I think I know what it is. I've slipped a disc. That's a joke because it's a compact disc. I know you don't really use those anymore. You stream stuff on Spotify and things like that, but that wouldn't have really fitted in with the jokes. So there you go. Bro, this is shocking use of the English language. I think what you meant to ask was, "Dear Mr. Bear, would you be so gracious as to elaborate on the nature of the video you just posted?" And no, I won't. So there. Hello everybody, it's Adrian here. I've had a bit of a bad week. My best friend Pongo's been suspended from work. What happened was he called my manager Kirsty a bitch. But he meant it in all innocence. You see, over in America, when they say bitch, they mean female human. Whereas over here in Britain, they use it to mean female dog. And he meant it in the American sense to mean female human. And she is a female human. So her reaction was way over the top.
Hello, I'm a tree.
Dear Mr. Manoff, I think you are barking mad. That's a joke because you're dressed up as a tree and trees have bark. I didn't mean bark as in dogs barking because you're not really dressed up as a dog, you're dressed up as a tree. Thank you.
Right, everybody. Today, I want to talk to you about washing your hands because this is very important. Because at the moment, the coronavirus is still spreading very rapidly and we need to do what we can to stop it spreading. So this is one helpful step of many that you can do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some hand sanitizer. I'm going to squirt it in like so. Yep. And I'm going to rub it thoroughly all around just like so. And as I'm doing that, I'm just going to visualise in my mind killing the coronavirus that might be on my hands. And I'm not going to try and think about washing away the blood of my victims. Because I'm not that person anymore. Keep it together, Neil. Keep it together.
Hi, I'm Mike Safe, and today I want to talk to all you balding men out there. Now, I know you're feeling depressed, you're thinking, what's the point in living? I look a state, what can I do with myself? Well, don't worry, because Mike's here to save the day. All you need to do is just believe in yourself and just talk to those hair follicles and say, "Look here, you guys, do as I say, you better grow or you're in trouble." And before you know it, you'll have lovely curly hair, just like mine.
Master, it is I, Cleopus. I have returned from exile to do your bidding. Please, Master, pray tell, what is a TikTok? How can it help me redeem myself? How can it help me win back your favour? Please, Master, educate me. I so want to return to the light.
People say to me, they say, "Stan, someone's put a tea towel on your box." I'm not bothered. What did the frog say when it looked through some books at the library? I'll tell you what it said. It said, Reddit, 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 Reddit. That's a play on words because it sounds a bit like ribbit, and frogs go ribbit. Well, frogs in a certain area go ribbit. Most frogs don't. Most go croak croak, or they make a sound approximating croak croak. But just for the sake of the joke, just imagine frogs go ribbit ribbit, which sounds a bit like Reddit, Reddit, Reddit. I think you get the idea. Night, Mr. Remote Control. But Cecil, I don't want to go to sleep yet. Look, we've been through this already. If you don't get lots of sleep, you'll be tired and grumpy in the morning. And I have to homeschool you, so please get some rest. All right then. Night, Mr. Remote Control. Night, Cecil. Night, everybody.
I have come to audition for the role of fast food cashier. My agency sent me, perhaps you've heard of them, the Job Centre Plus. Yes, they're a well-known acting agency, and today I am auditioning for this prestigious part. What is that? You require a pepperoni pizza? Yes, I shall send the order to the kitchen. What is that? You require Fanta? Alas, we have no Fanta. Did I get the part?
Mark 6, verse 33. But when Jesus turned and looked at his disciples, he rebuked Peter. Get behind me, Satan, he said. You do not have in mind the concerns of God, but merely human concerns. So what he's basically saying was, Oi, Peter, pack it in. Stop sucking up to me. I know you're ambitious, but this isn't the way to do it.
If this video shows up on your For You page without us using any hashtags, then what that means is that TikTok thinks that you are a weirdo. And so do we. That's right, Mr. Remote Control. You're very, very strange.
Now guys, if you want to impress a lady, you better make sure you douse yourself liberally with aftershave. Just remember Mike's motto, no odour sprayed, you won't get laid.
Life hacks. Use your broken wireless mobile phone charger as a mat for your cup. Or failing that, just buy a coaster. I mean, they don't really cost much. Life hacks. Please note your COVID mask also works very nicely as a sleep mask, so you do not need to buy both. Life hacks. You can also use your COVID mask to cover up one of your eyes, and then you can pretend to be a pirate. Aha, Jim lad. Ahoy there, matey. Pieces of 8.
You live from the heart of Moulsbury. You are watching Jing TV Central. I am your host, David Spain. Here at Jing TV, we welcome people from all walks of life, whether you're a Christian, Jew, Hindu, Muslim, Seventh-day Adventist, Sikh, or even a mermaid. This is a shout out to my homeboys of the Moffat Road Posse. Gangster, gangster, I'm a gangster. Now it's time to meet another member of the Jing TV Central crew. Now this guy's a laugh a minute, he's a real nutter. You better call the men in white coats. There's a maniac on the loose. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I present to you Moulsbury's very own Crazy Howard.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Aliens exist. I have proof. Look at this. This is an alien spacecraft. It landed in my bedroom this morning. As you can see, it is very small, so the aliens inside it are tiny, so they're not really a threat to you. Just be careful when you're walking about though, because you might accidentally squash one, and that would create a diplomatic incident with the other alien races, and we don't want an intergalactic war. That's the last thing we need.
You there, yes you. Stop liking videos where busty women show off their cleavage. Please do not encourage them in this sinful act where they feel the need to have to show off their mammary glands just to impress you.
and to get validation. No, the only validation they need and you need is the love of the higher godling. So please, let him into your heart and cast out any lustful thoughts you may have. Bless you. Greetings. I have come to Mosbury to drink the blood of a virgin. Although between you and me, there aren't many of those round here. You there, you are under my thrall. Yes, go into the town and gather up victims and bring them before me so that I can drink their blood. Or failing that, go and get us kebab. I'm starving. I'm not being funny, right, but some of these supermarkets, I mean, they don't have enough allergy warnings. I bought this ready meal the other day. I was about to eat it. Then I saw it had garlic in it. I mean, if I had had that, I'd have turned to dust.
Where does Saddam Hussein keep his CDs? In Iraq. That's a play on words because Iraq was the country he was ruler of, and Iraq is where you would keep CDs. The joke doesn't really work anymore because he's been dead quite a few years, and also people don't really listen to CDs anymore. They stream them on sites like Spotify. Maybe the joke would have worked 20 years ago, but TikTok wasn't around then, so I couldn't really tell it. So that's why I'm telling it now.
Here, Crazy Howard, you absolute Fruit Loop. What were you up to today?
Well, actually, Davey, I flew a kite with my son Matthew.
You were flying a kite, were you? Flying a kite?
Yes, I did.
And tell me, Howard, what was the wind like?
Well, there was a bit of a breeze, but the wind wasn't quite strong enough for our liking.
What a nutter.
Yes, indeed.